So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go.
Yes.
Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Let's go!
Egy versenyezni kell. Na, itt a lóverseny. Az a baj, hogy elfárad a paci, de nem engedem előre. Úgy van valami küldi. Mutatja nekem a térkép, nem volt bejelölöm.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands. Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach.
Szétletett volna égetni ott mindent?
I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Hát majd megnézem.
Romantic. Thought we came here as friends.
Streamen kívül egyszer, ha eszembe jut.
With benefits. So...
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me, but I'll think of something.
Jó, hát ugye... És tovább tartott ez a dolog, küldi, de hát... Szórakozzanak egy kicsit.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
És gondoltam, hogy eltűnt már, mire felébred.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower.
Ó, bakker, ami nincs vége. Csak vissza kellene menni, megnézni, hogy mi van ott. Jó, viszont... akkor majd ezt legközelebb megnézzük. Kicsit haladjunk a fősztorival is. Csak ott lesz még. Itt van egy másik küldje, vagy valamilyen felkiáltója volt, azt már felveszem gyorsan. Ha jó fele megyek. De, ja, opá, jó fele megyek.
The old god demanded 6 circlings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy run. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
Use the one.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. Suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Oh, All-God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? Huh. How would that work? No answer from the All God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Bezony.
Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent. Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Nem vagyok mezitláb.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia.
Jó ég.
Pleasure. Expected the All God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
Szegény.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Hát amúgy.
Listen here, lard ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day
Meg kéne
longer.
ölni.
Maybe you care to go up top, see if you're still there.
Mi az, hogy a háború ég?
Maybe you care to go up top, see if you're still there.
Akkor ellopok tőled mindent, mit szólsz hozzá? Ezeket van inkább csapni. Nem tudom, hol volt. Elmegy. Szivatja az embereket. Aztán végleg kevesebbet fog kérni, mert amúgy nem akartam megölni, de így, hogy nem. Így a túrót.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Megint cipő nélkül vagyok. Gyere csak ide. Lementem mielőtt még itt váltok fel. Hát aztán tényleg itt vulkánkitörés meg minden is lesz. Ezt láttuk.
Geralt. That they steal.
And I'll...
Got an idea how to resolve this. I'll just kill you.
Gyere csak ide. Tudod, nézzenek már oda, mit csinálsz? Bolond vagy? Azt a mindenit. Jó. No, ha minden igaz, akkor itt más nincs. Most már. Aztán a dühösek lesznek. Ha megöltem az istenségüket, az most végük lesz mindjárt.
Anything new?
Got good news. Your god's dead. It was actually a run-of-the-mill monster, sentient but mean. Took advantage of you. You went hungry, while it grew new chins.
What have you done? The old god warned us? Said if he ever departed, death would await us all? Come on, Tribor. We must tell the others. Only group prayer can save us now.
De ha ilyen hülyék vagytok, akkor mondjuk meg is érdemlitek, de mindegy. Szóval, menjünk tovább. De nem kell a jel. Köszönöm szépen. Azt sem jelenti igazából, de azt megjelöljük. És akkor megyünk, megkeressük a sámán kumpóját. Ami jó messze van. Annyira nem, de ja, jó, fekete ágod, oké, jó, menjünk.
Come on, Roach.
De még Geralt el is mondta nekik, hogy szörny volt, nem istenség, és akkor erre még itt... Hát, hihetetlen. Rosszul van.
Yes?
Mi bajod van?
Ez a jandrány érdekel.
Jó. Hol van Keszeg? Hol bászkál ez a házak mögött folyamatosan?
We'll get the old.
Hey, look. Some strays wandered our way.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
Think you need to leave now.
Do we?
You do.
Well, let's go then.
Ennyi. Kell a balhé.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Nem tudok bemenni.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils, who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech. nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, Princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell! The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while.
Egy darabig.
But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Jó. Előkészítjük. De ott is van. Ott valami. Farkas kapta.
This way, I think.
Esküszöm olyan már, mintha itt lenne mellettem. De hova lett onnan? Csak itten eltűnt?
Good.
Hát akár itt egy kilométereket ugrik ez a kecske, vagy mi van itt a nyomokkal? Valami ott van. A farkasok között természetesen. Jó, ma hallom. Kecskét is.
Another clue. There you are.
Na ja.
Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Should have known it would be stubborn. All right, time to try the bell. Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Meg át kajálni. Na
Do I
megint?
really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful.
Hol van? Ja, nem láttam, azt hittem már megállt megint. De le visszafele menjél? Hát
Where the hell
akkor...
did you go?
Bear!
Ja,
Bear!
fasz.
Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Húha.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Én nem látom a pokort, hogy jön.
nowhere in sight. No
Ezt is
prince.
sehol nem látod, itt van előttem.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Ja, feláldozza a kecskét.
Fine. Be right back.
Nem kell, van itt minden. Ja, jó. Elővettem volna a kardot.
Will this do?
They are not here. They have gone. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf, Wise Wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Jó, aha, itt van. Axi. Jó ég. Mert akkor ő megtenni az átkot, ha lehet. Aztán majd kiderül. Sikerül-e?
Take it easy.
Jó, hol van? A báró ott. Oké. Menjünk oda. Nem tudom, mindegy. Nem. Oda gyors utazok. Mégiscsak gyorsabb most. Pont útba esik egy útjelző. Ja. Itt volt egy mellékküldés. Ide.
Lightning strike.
Jön villámcsomi. Melyik volt ide? Ez az az öklös. Kellett bunyózni. Akkor majd jól megverjük itt a bajnokot.
Move it!
Hát lehet, hogy nem most. Mi van ezzel a báróval? Ez pedig ott lett. Mi van? Nem tudok bemenni? Jó, akkor van. Jó, menjünk vissza. Ő küldje majd mindjárt. Megverjük itt a bajnokot, ha lehet. Csak meg itt állnak, az téga is.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Ezt el tudom beszélni? Nem?
Looks like rain. Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Vagy loot. No. Csávó, az itt van.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Hol fognak itt kimenni? Hol a csávó? De még ért is vissza akarok menni, bakkerhet.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? They ran from you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Lying prick!
Ezt a... Nem tudom ki targetelni, vagy nem, mindegy. Vagy fókuszálni. Nem látok semmit, de semmi baj.
We need to talk.
Nem kellene itt eloltani a izét, tüzet. A csávó is kijött, a lovász fiú? Remélem.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Most is az vagy.
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
What happened next?
Next. it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
Itt a ház mellett.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Ó, hát lementjük, mert meglátjuk. De nem sikerül megtörni az átkot.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up. and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
But if it goes garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell! What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Bloody hell, not now, Geralt. Let's do what we must.
Hungry specters. Botchling's scent attracted
De jó. Aj, bakker, hol van ez a izé? Melyik ez?
Pest take me! He's writhing something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it! Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it!
Nem tudod dodge-olnék én? Jó, köszönöm. Bakker. Nem elkezdtem lerakni. Elfelé meg. Mennyien vagytok már? Hát már 5-öt meg.
Squirming again! It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
No.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Nem látják?
You, white one.
Help!
Let's go!
Wizardry! And you shan't steal no young in exchange for your help.
Azt hittem egyébként, hogy gyorsabban fog menni.
This downpour's a bastard, it is.
Amikor így hát gyorsabban odaérünk, de igazából tök mindegy. Akkor fussunk. Ha elférnék ezektől, ó baszki, azon. Tök, hogy pont úgy bírtam leszállni, hogy aztán nem férjek el. Veletek végképp nem akarok most foglalkozni, de kösz. Hogy szalad utána? Visszafordult.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Vizsgáld már meg, óba kell, hogy nem tudom, hogy el tudom
Horseshoe.
megvenni.
No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Meg kell javítanom a kardomat. Legközelebb a kovácsnál.
Come on! Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Az anyád Isten! Hát nem húha! Jönnek még. Hát mindjárt megvizsgáljuk, bakker, hát várjál, támadnak közben. Hát rólnak valami széttépte, a fejét is leszedte.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Hát legalább a
Thanks for your help.
slány életben maradt.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Jó, keresd meg Tamarát a bárónál Oxenfordban. Oké, beszéljünk a báróval, a családjáról.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Yep. Hogy is sikerült megtenni az átkot. Na, viszont innen fogom holnap reggel folytatni. Mi? Igen, csak még nagy szintűek voltak. Jó. Hát ez messze van. Hát nem tudom, beszéljünk majd a báróval, aztán majd megnézzük a lányát. Jó, le is mentem. És akkor majd innen fogjuk folytatni legközelebb. Jó, köszönöm szépen, hogy itt voltatok és néztetek, ennyi lett volna már a Witcherből. elég hosszú volt most egy a mellékküldés, meg egy a főküldés, úgyhogy legalább haladtunk egy kicsit mind a kettővel. Ha nem láttátok volna az előző részeket, akkor YouTube-on vissza tudjátok nézni, és akkor holnap délután 11-től fogom ezt folytatni, úgyhogy ha kíváncsiak vagytok rá, akkor majd tartsatok velem. Addig is én további szép napot kívánok nektek, és remélem találkozunk legközelebb is. Sziasztok!